So that was it. I realized then, I said I was an amateur comedian who had played the same audience night after night after night and had rubbed them wrong, you know. There was a lesson there. These are little lessons I learned along the way before I was even doing comedy. I was in Washington, D.C. I was going to law school. It wasn't an accredited law school. It was International School of Law and Screen Door Repair. So it was a place that gave you a trade if you didn't work out in the law thing. So I was going to this school, and a friend of mine thought I was funny. I thought I was funny, and so he wanted a third opinion. So 1977, he found a place for me to do it. It was a little coffee house in the basement of a church, the Iguana Coffee House in the basement of this church in Washington, D.C., and we went over there in January '77. Now, this was like, there were no comedy clubs around the country. I didn't know anybody was doing it. I don't know if we even knew to call it stand-up. I just had prepared like a little 5 minutes to do. We go in there in the basement. It was just a bunch of hippies trying to outlast disco. They were just holed up there. They had a total bunker mentality, you know. And I go in there, and I followed a poet. I still have the tape somewhere. I haven't found it in like 2 years or so. But I had this big black cassette recorder, and I taped it, and on the tape right before me there was a poet. It was like open talent night, so any kind of talent was there. I followed a poet, and the poet's last line was, "Like the mango, we are ripe for the revolution." It was '77. He was way behind on the revolution, man, but he was way ahead on mango. Nobody was talking mango, you know. He was a fruit visionary, you know. So they introduced me, and this guy, he introduced me, he kind of, you know, he's just like FM DJ kind of laid back 77, sort of like an introduction. This is my first showbiz introduction. He said, "All right, this next guy's going to try something funny." It was way more of a warning than an introduction, you know. "All right, hold your purses and wallets. This guy's going to try something funny." And I come out. I do my little prepared time. I do it about 5 minutes. I got one reaction. At one point, one guy went, "Huh," that's all I got. That was it. That was it, man. It's like a guy started to laugh. Nobody followed him. He's like, "Oh, you're right. That wasn't funny. I don't know what I was thinking." But I didn't care, man. I went home, and I was in my little room. I just played this thing over and over. I kept rewind, 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 rewind. I was studying like the Zabruta film, trying to figure out how this happened. How I got this little itty-bitty laugh, you know, and it was so exciting to me. And here's the joke. Here's the first joke that I wrote that got any kind of reaction. I said, you can always tell who's going to win a wrestling match just by the introduction. In professional wrestling, it'll be in the far corner, in the orange tights at 187 pounds from Hackensack, New Jersey, Ed Arnold. His opponent from parts unknown at 417 pounds, wearing a bumper from a 1955 Buick on his head, Haystacks Calhoun. Same way in high school wrestling. In a 130-pound weight class from Oakcrest Regional High School, two-time New Jersey State champion, two-time Christmas tournament champion, undefeated senior captain Bob Siraki. His opponent from Pennsville High School, former student council treasurer. I got that one little laugh, man. And that was enough, man. I started doing it.